Ahí. Y nos vemos. Right.
Very quiet in this room right now, but I thought it would be kind of fun to document one of our days or some of our days in the hospital. This is our second time staying in the hospital for an extended amount of time. The first time we were in the hospital for 2 months. So, and that was like a very traumatic, like lots of crazy stuff was going on, and I have a whole video of everything that happened. I talk about that. But it was never like, it was a really hard time. And there was never like, oh, let's just film a little day in the life in the hospital, you know, just like a lighthearted thing. Like, it just never felt like that. It never felt lighthearted. There was lots of struggles, lots of ups and downs every single day. And so I had considered it, but I never ended up doing it just because of how stressful things were. And I was crying every day. Like, things were hard. But we are in a much better spot right now. We are back in the hospital. We were in the hospital for 2 months. Then we were home for like 3 months-ish. We went home on Thanksgiving Day, and then we came back here on February 6th for, well, we came back on February 5th because we had some prep to do before his surgery. But he had a ostomy removal, ileostomy removal, and they removed his fistula. They basically put his intestines back together. And so that was done on Monday. Today's Wednesday. So there have already been a little bit of ups and downs, but overall it has been so much better this time around. Things are progressing well, and it's just so much better this time around. So I thought it might be fun just to like share what life is like living in a hospital for an extended period of time, and maybe Carter will share a little bit of how he's feeling and everything. But yeah, so he had his surgery on Monday. They cleaned out his colon on Sunday. So he came in Sunday morning at 8 a.m., got admitted, and they cleaned out his colon. Then on Monday, which that had its ups and downs, but it wasn't too bad. And then on Monday, they did the surgery, and it was a success, which a lot of surgeries, I feel like, maybe not a lot, but the surgeries that I have been around or heard of, you kind of know how it's going to go. It's a simple procedure and you expect it to go well. But with this one, you know, we didn't know how it was going to look when they got in there, and we just weren't sure how it would go. But it was a success. They were able to get rid of the bag, which has been such a struggle, the fistula, which has been so painful for him. It was like a tube sticking out of his body. So that is wonderful, and I think as time goes on, Carter will really get to appreciate the fact that he doesn't have those things anymore. So that's very exciting. And then now it's just about getting his bowels moving again, which takes some time, but they're moving in that direction, so that's very exciting. We had some issues with some things, but we've been able to move past that. So anyway, we are in a good spot, right? Here's some hospital essentials. Put your dirty clothes in a bag. Bring some stuff to wash your clothes, because at this hospital they do have a washer and dryer, so eventually I'll wash my clothes. Silverware, they do sometimes have silverware, but not always. And then these just like, I like these Luna bars just as something to snack on. I had that for breakfast. And then these little instant oatmeals, they do have a microwave, so I do that. And then I have my little energy drinks, and this thing is also great to keep all my toiletries on. I just hook it on here, and then my makeup there, Carter's stuff, so pretty easy. And then for the shower, I have my PJs. I like to put a towel down there for myself. Shampoo, conditioner, all that good stuff. How did the taking out the dressing on your wound go?
Okay.
What's your advice to people?
Go slow.
Yep. Slow and steady, right?
Yep.
Carter likes to take it out himself. Very slowly.
Yeah.
It was like this long string that was inside your stomach. Isn't that crazy? I guess to collect like they don't want any abscess or anything in there. So it's just this long, how long do you think it was? Like a couple feet at least?
It was long.
Yeah, he just pulled and pulled. It was on both sides where the ostomy was and the fistula. He just pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled. Took some deep breaths. So now we're about to do physical therapy, which when you've just had surgery, it's never an exciting thing to get up and move, but it's actually really good for your body. So Carter does a really good job getting up. It's just having to do it. It's never fun. So I am in the break room, one of the Ronald McDonald rooms here in the hospital. I just did like a workout on the stairs and ate myself a lean cuisine, the orange chicken, which is pretty good. I put like a lot of salt on it and it was decent. But so now I'm about to go back to Carter's room and check up on him. This was kind of like my break away from the room. For the most part, I'm in the room, but sometimes when I have like meals, he can't have full meals yet, so it's kind of like sad and awful. And so yeah, I like to have meals like separately, and it's just nice to get out of the room and get a little exercise or whatever. So today has been an okay day. I'd say it's been a really good day as far as his like health and how things are going. He walked today again. He walked for the first time yesterday. It's been a little over 48 hours since his surgery. He's already walked yesterday and then today. This morning he passed gas, and then this afternoon he was able to pass stool or whatever, however polite way you want to put that. So it's funny, one of my friends said the things that you take for granted until you don't have them, and then you're like so excited to get them. So those are all good things. It means that we can advance his diet and everything. There was a point where he was like super tired in the middle of the day, and we weren't able to advance his diet yet, and I was getting really worried that he wasn't going to get enough nutrition and that we're going to have to put him on like TPN, lipids, all that. But things turned around when he was able to pass that stool, and now we can start advancing his diet. He is irritated because he wants just like regular food. He doesn't want the Jello or whatever. He doesn't get why he has to start with that. It's hard to explain to a teenager, but he's still doing great, and we're just doing the best we can. And you know, he's like a rock star. He's amazing. So he will do it, and he will be amazing. But yeah, this is day 4 in the hospital. And I don't know, I thought it would just be fun to share with you guys like how I make it work in the hospital. So I would say getting your foods, like the food I showed you guys, there's some good foods to have. Figure out if your hospital has like a Ronald McDonald room or a bigger refrigerator with like a freezer. Ask around about that. Not all the nurses here even know about this room. So you need to ask around because your hospital may have it if you're at a bigger hospital. And you're gonna be staying there for a while. They actually have a washer and dryer here, so I'm gonna wash my clothes soon. I'm running low on that. Well, I'm okay, but I'm getting close, you know, and it takes a while to like wash and dry it and all that. So overall, things are going good, much better than last time when we were in the hospital for 2 months. And I did not film one single day in the life or anything because I was just crying every day and it was miserable. So it's a much better situation. It's crazy to me that he doesn't have his bag. We're not dealing with it leaking or dealing with him not being able to sit a certain way, and it's crazy to me. And so once he is off the epidural and he's not in pain and he's able to eat normally, I think he is just going to be so happy with life, and I'm just so excited for him. So I'm excited for him to be a normal kid again. I cannot wait. I'm so happy for him. And I think it's really hard recovering after surgery. So that takes some time, but I think once he gets over that hump, like maybe 1 weekend or so, he's gonna feel a lot better and really realize how much better life can be. So super excited for that. But yeah, and I think we're gonna watch tonight the 2nd episode of The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Carter really likes chess. He's a really great chess player. He's in chess club. Actually, he got my youngest, or not my youngest, but my 6-year-old is in chess club too. Which is so cute. So he's the youngest age is kindergarten. So we do this homeschool chess club, and it's really sweet to see them in it. And then some of my little guy's friends are in it. So that's been really fun. But anyway, so we're gonna watch the 2nd episode of that together tonight. And I think it's just gonna be a really good night.